play and good reception, first down.
Gain on the play of about 6. They needed right at 4. 11:40 to play. Marion Pleasant 14, Lehman 10. Straight ahead, nothing. That'll be Barhorst wrapping up Adam Hennessy. And we'll see if he even know he did not get back to the line of scrimmage. It'll be a loss, creating second down and the better part of a dozen. Big series here. If they score, Lehman's backs are against the wall.
Unless they can keep them to 3.
Well, from this range, it would be into the wind. I don't even think you'd see an attempt. You'd have to be a lot closer than this. Jeffries to throw, got company, unloads. Boy, not quite able to intercept was Barhorst. Definitely not grounding, as Justin Williams was right there. But boy, Lehman again. Mike, the penetration is coming straight up the middle.
Yeah, I was just about to comment before the last play, their defensive line has played so well. And that time they got 2 defenders right up the middle. And only the size and strength of this quarterback, Jeffries, kept that from being a 20-yard loss.
How big a factor has that size and strength been all night, even though they've only scored 14 points?
Oh, he's been huge.
3rd and a dozen. 10:56 to play after the incompletion. Shotgun formation. He'll keep it running left. Cavaliers able to wrap him up at the 21-yard line. That'll be 4th down, 8. A field goal try would surprise me. They'll bring the play in from the sideline with J.R. Cleveland, 31, as you see him entering the huddle and talking to Scott Jeffries, number 8. 4th down and still about 8. 10.5 minutes to play. Shotgun once again. Will they try another quick delivery? Freeman is split to the right, maybe for that purpose. Jeffries to throw deep over the middle. Touchdown! They sent J.R. Cleveland deep. The guy who had just come into the game, he found it over the middle, went straight down. Scott Jeffries hit him perfectly for 6 points. What a big play. We talked about Lehman converting 4th downs last time around. Lehman drove 39 yards for their score. 39. Marion Pleasant has just gone 90 yards in 11 plays. Extra point attempt upcoming from Galloway. The kick is up, appeared to be no good, but this is a dead snap. We'll take another look at it. Illegal procedure, Marion Pleasant. They will now be looking at a 25-yard extra point kick. They lead by 10, looking to take it to 11. The PAT kick will come out of the hold of Cleveland, who just scored the touchdown. He is at the 15-yard line. Galloway for the point after. Good snap, good set. This is a very good kick, and it's perfect. Lehman's got a tough road to hoe. 10:13 to play. 21-10, Marion Pleasant. Are you thinking about switching your car insurance to one of those companies offering only cut rates? What about the things you don't hear about, like personal service and peace of mind? State Farm agent Dave Wilson of Sydney offers qualified new policyholders up to a 20% discount off the already affordable State Farm rates. Now you can enjoy a discount rate plus the personal service you'd expect from the world's leading car insurer. Visit Dave Wilson on North Wapak Road in Sydney. Ask for details on the State Farm Auto Discount Program. As we also salute First Star Bank, Dickman Supply Company of Sydney, Greenville, and Salina, Sydney Shelby County YMCA, Doctors Urbank, Boslett, and Justice of Sydney Family Medicine, Shelby County Collectibles, Mark Knupp Muffler and Tire in Piqua, Tooling Technology of Fort Loramie, Ratterman Custom Home Builders, Shelby Landscaping, and Salmon Electric.
Well, 2 big drives in this football game. A 12-play, 95-yard drive in the first half by Marion Pleasant, and just completing 90 yards in 11 plays. Both resulted in touchdowns, and Lehman's down 21-10.
Galloway's kick again goes out of bounds, And we'll see if Lehman opts for the 35-yard line. Cavaliers' options are take it where it went out, which you don't want, the 35, which they may want, or a re-kick, which they may want. And it looks like option number 3 is being exercised. 10 minutes, 13 seconds to play. Robinson Field in Kenton is your site. State semifinals in Division 5.
Before a packed house.
Yeah, that's for sure.
Certainly the Spartans wanting to keep the ball away from Hewitt, who returned the second half kickoff deep in the Spartan territory. I don't think they wanted to kick the ball out of bounds.
They'll go again from the 35, which is regular college kickoff distance. Again, it's Sean Galloway, a senior. Knuckler that will be right down the middle. Picked up by an up man for Lehman. That's 88 Holly. He's driven back from forward progress at the 38. So Lehman in pretty good shape here. 38-yard line, 62 yards away. Lehman must score twice. If they'd go 6-2, they'd be a field goal shy. And with 10 minutes to go, it's a big factor. 10:05 to play. A great Lehman run. Fumble. Uh-oh. That looks like Pleasant. I don't think Dembski got back on it. It's Pleasant's football.
First turnover in the football game might be the last nail in the coffin here. Les Lehman can keep Marion out of the end zone.
It's a big play. They take over at the 37. Couple of state championships in Pleasant's history. 1972, here's a quarterback sweep. And also 1996. We mentioned how they ended Versailles' winning streak of 50-plus games. That gain will be almost to the 30, where Badgett is among the Lehman tacklers. That'll be a gain of 7, 2nd and 3. And in fact, a kind of a mascot on their sideline sitting on the bench. Pink Panther, I believe, was with them in the first year of the playoffs in '72 when they won it. Of course, that was only under 3 divisions back then. 12 teams made the playoffs in its very first year. Dive play to the right side. Henson will make the stop on Williams, and he appears to have a first down. You think about how the playoffs have grown. That first year, 1972, 3 divisions, and your first game was a state semi. So you had 12 teams in the state of Ohio. They did not rule a first down. 3rd and very short. That's a lot of disbelief in that spot, and I'm inclined to concur.
This crew does not believe in measuring for anything.
No, they don't like to. It's something to avoid. Dan, you and I've measured a lot more than that the last few days. Straight T formation. Quarterback keeps it. He eliminates all doubt as Jeffries will penetrate the 25-yard line. Here's your first down. So 12 playoff teams that first year, 29 years later, which is the 30th year of playoff competition. This is the 3rd year we've had 192 qualifiers. Close to 30% of the schools that play football in Ohio are able to make the playoffs under this scenario. 1st and 10, just inside the 25. Jeffries pump fake, wants to put it over the middle. Got a diving catch. Good there to 17 Freeman as he will dive to the 15-yard line. Nose of the football over the 15. That will be a first down. They gain 10 yards and 6 inches.
Now Freeman was in the slot that time on the left side, and Badgett checked him at the line of scrimmage, but he got a step on Badgett, and the ball was right there for the quick 10.
Lehman's had a great month in November, but it's in a lot of jeopardy of playing on the final day of the month. There's a dump pass out to the right side, a little underthrown, but they get a completion as Elko gets there to stop field. Underthrown to the 11-yard line, but it's a pickup of 4. 2nd and 6. Play stays in bounds with 7:30 to go. 21-10, Marion Pleasant. If they put it in, she's history. I remember saying this in a state semifinal back in '89, and all at once Sydney went the other way and scored, and we had a ball game once again up at the Glass Bowl, Sydney against Fostoria in a state semi. There's a dive to the right. That'll be Justin Williams, penetrates the 10. Bates at the bottom of that for Lehman. Eikenberry also. The penetration is to the 9.
Scott Jeffries, Dave, is 11 of 20 for almost 200 yards throwing the ball. He has ran the ball now 12 times for 52 yards. He has been very impressive.
3rd and 4, it would be interesting if they get to 4th and about 4. Would Pleasant be interested in a field goal? Quarterback Jeffries will keep it, try to take it wide. Palmer stands him up. Hewitt to help and to take him down at 8-yard line, I'm going to say. If that's the case, it's 4th and 3. And it looks like a field goal attempt from Galloway.
Well, this puts them up by 2 touchdowns and 2 extra points.
This will be from the right hash mark. Some soccer kickers have trouble from there because when they line up through the football, they are not looking at the goalpost. The holder will be Cleveland at the 15-yard line. Everybody's set, the snap, the kick. That's a good-looking boot. No, he missed it. I tell you, that's a very deceiving angle. I thought he had it, but from the right hash, he must have been wide left. Both officials underneath definitely said no good. It's deceiving. So Lehman still alive. A touchdown there would have been their death knell. Also here, they get a touchback. So the football comes out to the 20, but Mike, the clock looms large.
Now only 5:45 left. Lehman needs big plays and in a hurry. They need 2 scores.
Dembski comes to the line of scrimmage following the touchback. I formation. He'll hand it to the deep man, Hewitt. Lassoed after about 2 or 3. Nick Withrow, defensive tackle, 6'4", 260. And these weights and measures to us appear pretty accurate for Pleasant High School.
No huddle for the Cavaliers.
They showed that earlier in the football game, so it's not just this situation. Gain of 3, 2nd and 7. They go no huddle. Split back, sweep this side. Hewitt having a rough time getting going. He was pursued initially by Sullivan, and then the help came. Field, a primary tackler, number 40. Williams also in there. They will lose 3. It'll become 3rd and 10. Under 5 minutes to play. Lehman determining whether they will play next Friday in Canton or wait until next August at St. Henry. A new opponent on the schedule. First time to play them in a long time. Dembski rolls out, got a pocket, pump fake, puts it up deep, looking for Sager into the sideline, just out of his reach. We'll go to 4th and 10 and see if Jeff Ulenek tells the offense to keep going. I've got to, here comes the punt unit. The unit will come on the field with 4:34. Dembski, the punter, of course, is already in the ball game. Time is precious. Incompletion, stop the clock. Line of scrimmage is the 20, 4th and 10. Good snap. Dembski will kick it. Wobbler is caught, dropped. Football loose again. Marion Pleasant has it. Over at the 47. A little dangerous back there for Cleveland. But Marion Pleasant with the ball and an 11-point lead with 4:25 to go.
That almost worked just the way Jeff Ulnake would have drawn it up. A muff punt recovered by Lehman to midfield, but nevertheless, the Spartans have the ball. They have a 21-10 lead, and the clock will move here with the snap of the ball. But first, timeout.
And it's taken by Marion Pleasant with the game set as Mike just gave it to you. For all of your electrical and industrial product needs, see your friends at Dickman Supply. With a modern facility on St. Mary's Avenue just south of Lehman High School, they're ready to serve from a vast inventory. They're the region's only full-line distributor of Cutler Hammer and Cooper lighting products. And they're now stocking all types of tools, including industry leaders like Klein, Crescent, and Lufkin. If you're presently remodeling or building, visit their Greenville store's lighting fixture showroom on Wayne Avenue. Their third branch in Salina is fully operational on Warwick Drive. At Dickman Supply, Tim Geisey and their crew are proud of a long-standing tradition of sponsoring local high school athletics. Join them in supporting the youth of our communities. More of our sponsors are F.D. Lawrence Electric, Minster Bank, Medicine Shop Pharmacy, and Geyers Chrysler in Fort Loramie.
Dave, it's been a great state semifinal game. Well played by both teams. Only one turnover in the game. That was a Lehman fumble. Some good offense and some great defense here tonight. 21-10, Pleasant with the football and the lead.
Fresh set of four with split backs and twin receivers to the right. This is a quarterback sweep with Jeffries. Cavaliers gang up on him. He gets away from Judy. Cuts it back, gets away from a couple of people, and finally Badgett with an assist from Cisco, able to make that play. And admittedly, this team only has 3 touchdowns tonight, but watching that quarterback's ability to be evasive with power has been impressive.
Hey, what, he ran a lot of time off the clock himself. And
virtually no gain.
And almost had a chance to get around that corner for big yardage.
Second down 10. He stayed in bounds. The clock moves with 3:45. Jeffries milking the clock, the play clock, and the game clock. Motion this way with Freeman. Freeman takes the football, goes wide. Shoestring tackle by Schachter as he gets into Lehman territory. Freeman will get it up to the 46. This will be third down and a couple of yards. 3:15 to play. Again, the play stayed in bounds. They milked some more clock with the play in from the sideline.
Really good play by Freeman. I don't think he was as interested in yardage as he was staying in bounds, and got a nice shoestring tackle by the Cavaliers.
We go from the Lehman defensive huddle to the line of scrimmage as we basically look down that line. Jeffries uses more clock. 2 lead blockers to the left, and they get a first down. If there had been any doubt, that seals the deal, barring a major turnover and return. Badgett on the stop. They put those 2 lead blockers out of basically a broken full house. They'll go to the 42. First and 10 with 2:40 to go.
Dave, Lehman challenged an undefeated team here for 3 quarters. Had the score down to 14-10. Lehman has not had a first down in the 4th quarter. Marion Pleasant has risen to the occasion.
They sure have. And they work that clock again. 2:20 left. Hand off, nope, the quarterback will keep it. He breaks several tackles and several more as Judy and Henson will finally get him after an amazing gain of 9 yards. Second down 1. Clock will continue to move. Now timeout is taken by the Cavaliers. 2:01 to play. It's 21-10, Marion Pleasant. Defensive coordinator Rick Schachter out on the field to talk to his unit of 11. You know, it pays to belong to AAA and to use their travel agency services, which are also open to non-members. Escorted tours are always on the calendar, including free Christmas to Chicago and Nashville. Call immediately for details. Yes, it's all at AAA Shelby County, also including travel to Paradise on Wapak Road in Sydney. Also, Shelby Landscaping at Russell and 29 south of Lehman in Sydney is ready to tackle your new projects and renovations, even around pools, patios, and decks. They also specialize in vinyl and chain link fencing. Visit Shelby Landscaping's extensive garden center. Fall is a great time to plant trees from their great display and selection. That's Shelby Landscaping at Russell and 29 in Sydney. Second down 1. Clock stopped with 2:01 to play. Jeffries, all 6'4", 215. Those lead blockers to the left, hands it straight ahead. Big yardage, Williams inside the 20. Henson gets him at the 18-yard line. First and 10 at the 18. That will move the chains with 1:55. And the clock is now moving.
Lehman only has one timeout left if they choose to use it.
They trail 21-10, and Marion Pleasant is on the move. We said Lehman needed to score right after halftime, which they did. Made it 14-10, but it's been Pleasant ever since. Penalty flag, that'll be delay of game at 1:32. So it'll become first down 15. And unless Marion Pleasant would have a turnover for a Lehman touchdown, they will win their 14th straight game this season and head over to Canton. A 3:30 engagement on Friday afternoon at Fawcett Stadium next to the Pro Football Hall of Fame against either Bedford, St. Peter's Chanel, or Woodsfield Monroe Central. Chanel was undefeated entering this evening. They'll hand it right. Schachter and a couple others will make that stop. That'll be Justin Williams inside the 20. Now we've got a timeout by Lehman, I believe, or yep. It'll be Lehman's last timeout, and we will use the opportunity to salute more of our sponsors who've been with us all season long. They include Myers Garage and Drive-Through Carryout in Newport. Also, AAA Shelby County with Travel to Paradise, Goffney Furniture, Bunny's Pharmacy, First National Bank of New Bremen, Sydney, Botkins, and Wapakoneta, Holiday Inn of Sydney and Holiday Inn Express of Troy and Huber Heights, Ernst Sporting Goods of Sydney, Piqua, Minster, and Versailles, Dave Wilson, State Farm Insurance, Freshway Foods, Super Subbies, Subs, Salads, and Chili, People's Federal Savings and Loan Association of Sydney, Downtown, and Walmart Supercenter, along with Anna and Jackson Center, Emerson Wagner Realty, Errol Browd and Vance Stewart of Edward Jones and Company, Area Energy and Electric with Verizon Wireless, North Dixie Drive-Through Carryout, Spot Restaurant and Catering, and the Heinfeld Insurance Agency. They're the home of motorists insurance in Sydney at the western edge of Sydney. See Jeff Sargent and the good folks at the Heinfeld Insurance Agency, where they, along with Archie Griffin, say, you know us. Second down 10. 1:21 to play. Lehman is out of timeouts. Williams into a pile. Judy will bring him down. The ball should be declared ready for play at about the 1 minute mark, necessitating a snap in the area of 36 or 37 seconds as they call it ready at 1:03. 25 seconds from there, they will have to snap it twice more. But then if they don't convert, there would be a change of possession. Of course, depending on how quickly they unstack here. They go ahead and run at 42. That'll be Williams. Schachter will get him. The gain is inside the 10. He'll be close to a first down. And let's see, they'll declare the ball ready for play at 28. That means one more snap should do it. It's 4th and 1. If they would take delay of game and then have the quarterback take a snap and back about 3 steps, that would do it. 11 seconds, 10. They apparently will get the snap off before that. We're down to 6, 4, 3. There's the flag, so they continue to let the clock run, but that's delay of game. So now you'll have a 5-yard penalty. The quarterback, I presume, take the snap, retreat a few steps, take a knee, and this one will be in the books. 21-10, Marion Pleasant. Also on the telecast, our First Star Bank, Dickman Supply Company, Sydney Shelby County YMCA, Dr. Zerbank Boslett and Justice of Sydney Family Medicine, Shelby County Collectibles, and Marked Up Muffler and Tire in Piqua. Football at the 15. Jeffries will hand it off to Williams. Takes it left, finally tackled. This game's in the books. Final score, Marion Pleasant 21, the Lehman Cavaliers with 10. And an excellent Lehman season has ended. With a final record of 10 wins and 4 losses, the Cavaliers play for a berth in the state championship. Mike, not quite able to get over the hump.
No, but they certainly played a very, very good football game tonight, but played a team that was better than them tonight. 21-10, Marion Pleasant with the win. For the Spartans tonight, their quarterback led them, Scott Jeffries, did an outstanding job throwing the football. He was 11 of 20 for 200 yards. Just simply super throwing the football. Running, he was 15 carries, 66 yards. Justin Williams, their 1,000-yard back, tonight 18 carries, 76 yards. Pleasant finished with 160 yards on the ground, 200 in the air, 360 total yards with 13 first downs. Lehman had 11 first down in the football game, but that was through 3 quarters, and they did not get a first down in the 4th quarter. Cavaliers have been led all year by Badgett and Hewitt. Adam Hewitt, 14 carries, 64 yards, while Tim Badgett had 17 carries, 60 yards. For the Cavaliers, throwing the ball, Jim Dembski, 4 of 13. Pressured a lot tonight for just 97 yards. Lehman finished with 221 yards of offense. Well, as we said at halftime, Lehman trailed 14-13. Need to make something happen at the beginning of the 3rd quarter, and they did. They drove 12 plays, only 39 yards after a great kickoff return by Hewitt, but Badgett goes in from 2 yards out. The kick was good. It was a football game, 14-10. It remained that way until 10:13 to go. With 10:13 left in the 4th quarter, an 11-play, 90-yard drive by the Spartans was capped off by a 21-yard pass from the quarterback to Cleveland, and the kick was good, and it was 21-10, and that's the way she ended up. The Spartans go undefeated and headed to the state finals.
Mike, thank you very much. It's interesting that Lehman's played in the state semifinals twice. They lose to Marion Pleasant, and the other team they lost to in 1993 is the team Marion Pleasant shut out last week in Liberty Center. That was Mike Lieber. We appreciate him being with us for all of these Lehman events this season. It's been an excellent football season for the Cavs that saw 10 wins, and again, Mike, 10 wins, a high water mark in Lehman football history.
It is, and Jeff Uhlenhake's first year as a head football coach at Lehman has been a very memorable one. A big crowd from the Lehman community goes home, had their head held high. They played this team even for 3 quarters, but a very, very strong 4th quarter propels this undefeated team ahead of the Cavaliers. But the seniors on this football team played very well in November for Lehman.
And once again, our next football game on Channel 12 will be at St. Henry, Lehman at St. Henry, and that will be, let me think here, 10 days before Labor Day next August. In the meantime, we'll look forward to going indoors for basketball. Ross Media, in cooperation with Cable TV Sports, has been pleased to bring you tonight's exciting playoff action from Kenton. We appreciate the assistance of Athletic Director and head football coach here at Kenton, Mike Mock, and his staff in setting us up with accommodations this evening. You've been watching Time Warner Cable Channel 12 from Sydney. This has been Lehman versus Marion Pleasant. Up next for us, it's going to be basketball, as we will be back on the air with basketball, 2 Sydney games, boys and girls, on Sunday evening, December the 23rd, with a 7 o'clock playback. The girls will be playing Botkins from the previous day, and the boys against Centerville. We always hope you'll join us, and we'll set that VCR to record future presentations. Then, as we talked to you so much about last week, you can create your own replays while watching at your convenience. These telecasts have been made possible through the cooperation of the participating schools, the financial support of the sponsors, and also the Ohio High School Athletic Association. Yes, indeed, thanks to all concerned from Ross Media and Cable TV Sports. We're your partners in locally televised high school sports. Again, your final score in the state semifinal of Division V football, Marion Pleasant 21, Lehman 10. On behalf of Mike Lieber and videographer Dan Eccles, this is Dave Ross reminding you